Okay, Chapter 8 Overview. And the very first thing that happens is you read the first question, confidence interval. Wasn't that Chapter 7? Why are you giving me this in my 8 overview? And the reason why is because the two chapters start to smear together after a while, and we have to be able to pick out which chapter we're in. Okay, so I've mixed up all the problems, and it's not really just Chapter 8. It's Chapter 7 and 8. Okay, all right. Confidence interval for the standard deviation. Oh, that was the bad one. For the standard deviation, that was that square root formula. Okay, so let's see. Square root of n minus 1 and standard deviation squared okay, and I don't do anything with x bar. And now I go to the chart. All right. But luckily it says 95%. 95% means I look down those middle two columns pretty much every time. Just go down those middle two columns, the 0.975 column and the 0.025 column. And go down to 1 less than whatever that is. So go down to 40. Pick the one off the right-hand side of the chart. 39.342. Is that 39 or 59? Can't read my own writing. I think it's 59. And 24.433. And that's all the numbers I need. Once I've done that, it's this huge calculator exercise. Do little bits at a time. Just fix up that, right? 0.09 there. Then multiply it by 40. Do little bits of it. And eventually you get 0.246 less than sigma less than 0.384. Luckily, I've just said 0.246 is less than 0.384. That's a good sign. Okay. If I didn't, basically just reverse them. They go the other way. And also the standard deviation I had is somewhere in the range, so that's good too. So I'm just going to assume that's it. All right. Got that one out of the way. Okay, it still says confidence interval. We're still in Chapter 7 because of the word interval. And I also see the word proportion. Okay, so I know that I want to do a prop on this. One prop, Z, I don't want to do test, I want to do interval, because the problem came right out and said it wants an interval. Okay, so one prop Z interval. If you accidentally end up in test, you just haven't got enough numbers to fill all that in. Okay, so stat, tests, one prop Z interval. All right, now fill it all in. Okay, n equals 1800, x equals 1127, C level is 95%, so 0.95. 0.60376, comma 0.64846. And then I also have to do my big minus little, divide by 2. So my error is plus and minus 0.0223. Okay, so I'm just going to call it 0.022, 2.2%. All right. So now we've done 2 problems out of the Chapter 8 review, and we haven't done a Chapter 8 at all. All right. Question number 3. Okay, now there's 2 people in here. There's 2 means in here. There was like that realtor was claiming that the average is 153,000, and there's me, and I'm claiming that it was 150. Where is it on here? Right, 157,000. Okay, on my piece of paper, it doesn't seem to be right now. All right, so I did an actual survey. I've got this number, I've got this number, I've got that number. Those are all me. But there's some realtor out there making some other claim about the average. That's how I know that I'm in chapter 8, okay, about tests, because I want to test out the realtor. Plus, the other thing is I don't see the word interval or margin of error anywhere. So, all right. Hypotheses. Hypothesis is always the other person. I'm never included in that at all. I could write these down before I even went and did the survey. Okay, so mu equal to 153,000. Mu not equal to 153,000. Then I go to my calculator, get Z, get P. Z is 9.32. Z's are not supposed to be that big. P is 1.15 e negative 20. Okay, that is a really small number. 1.15 e negative 20 is less than 0.05. Okay, it said it in the problem 5%, even if it doesn't, that's the industry standard. Okay, so this is the chance that they're right. They're not right. They're just not right. Okay, so reject H0. Number 4, there's me and there's Palomar. And Palomar has made some sort of claim, and there's my actual little stuff. Okay, so write down. Oh yeah, on this one, let's see. I went with N is 110. I went with Z test. Okay, because N is 110. On this one, N is 15. I'm going to go with T test. Anyway, Palomar said something that doesn't have an equal sign. Mu is greater than 100, and I'm going to have to put less than or equal to 100 right there. And then it's not get Z, get P. It's actually get T, since I did T test. T is 17.2. P is 4.64 e negative 33. Gosh, that's a small number. Small numbers, I end up writing reject. Good, I'll just write over here. Reject H0. Okay, now as long as I don't read the problem again, I'm fine. If I read the problem again, I realize that I have actually agreed with Palomar. They said greater than 100, and I got 118. Why are we in disagreement? And we're not in disagreement. It's this really bad way of constructing the problem. So it's best just, once you've written down reject or fail to reject, just don't even reread the problem.